So that's the outside of the actual case. Now what we need to concern ourselves is with the inside. This particular cable we picked has been colored green and black for the power. It is not a bad idea to recheck your soldering at this point. As far as the amps are concerned, again, each amp has left, right here, left and the right. Left, right. And we try to follow L2Ork and L2Ork. They already diverge in their speaker mapping, so we are kind of more leaning on the L2Ork side of things, and that is that the top will be 6, the rest of them will be clockwise. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again the top 6. As far as the amps are concerned, we're taking them as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if this is 1, that one in effect will go over here. 2 will go here. And 6 goes at the top. Alright, so we have those channeled through. Now we connect the power to these guys. Into power. This one will go best here. It's 11-inch bowl, so we roughly cut 10-inch cables for power. And then we have to connect the cables, the audio cables, and they're color coded. So there's red and orange, which would be 1 and 2, yellow green, which would be 3 and 4, and blue and black, which would be 5 and 6. 3 and 4. Okay, good. The next thing we need to do is take care of the light pipe. And maybe this would be the time to also check whether the thing actually works. So we'll plug it in. I don't know if you can see that well. Power it on, you can see that 3 blue lights are coming on, so we can feed off of any of these blue lights. We encountered some of the amps which had a dead LED, but that stuff still worked. So what we'll do is we'll tape the little light pipe down like so. Should give us enough of a strength to glue stuff up. And you can see now in the front there's a faint blue light. Can you see that? From the light pipe. So that way you know that you're getting some light from the light pipe. So next thing is to gunk that up. So I'll take the super glue, hot glue, whatever. Actually, okay, that should be okay. Gotta let it cure, and then, even though it's probably dubious, in hope that we're gonna capture more light, we'll put some tape on top of it. So while that's curing, I'm going to prepare some more tape for each of the channels. Okay. And so when you prepare these, you'll quickly find out that in this sized bowl you're running out of room rather easily. So the best thing is to find ways to tape in between the RF filter and the actual speaker hookup, like so. Somewhere to the actual bottom of the speaker. And that way minimize chances of the actual RF filter catching onto one of the speaker cones, which are magnetized. So that way we still have them close to their exits, but they're not in the way. And those speakers do get quite snug, so even this will be quite close to it. So that's a 2, that's actually, sorry, 5, this is 4, so same thing for the 4. We'll do this one near the T-hook. So that's that. Alright, so now it should be pretty much prepped for the speakers themselves. So we're using Pioneers. This is the one. bend these edges a little bit so we can screw them more easily. Okay. And this is where our first speaker will go like that. And of course we have to do that for the remainder of the speakers. Screw them in except for the top, and then in the end we'll put some material down here, push it under the speakers so that prevents stuff from rattling against the actual speaker cones, and hopefully that will be our speaker. So let me screw the remainder in, and then we'll take it from there. So when screwing these in, we put some soap on there because it's easier and it's less likely to break the actual case. First screw them in lightly, then when all 4 screws are in, then tighten them up. We chose to push these guys down all the way until they touch the actual board or the case. So we'll put some good fiberfill in there. But before we do that, let's just test this sucker out, because the last thing we want to do is disassemble this after we're done. So
unless of course it doesn't line the frick up.
Okay, so the thing powers on. We got the blue light, and again, this should be. Ooh, that's not good.
Look at what you did.
Yeah, what did I do?
Broke
Okay,
it.
so let's see.
Big pliers.
1,
Silver ones.
Yeah.
3.
Oh, this works.
Okay, good. So it seems to be working fine.
That was your job?
I mean, just.
So it's roughly foot by foot. We'll push in there. Now, Paul, can you hold this for me just a little bit? So that way we get some slack on the top cable. And we'll push this guy in all the way on all sides and push it under each of the speaker cones.
Yeah.
Speakers will hold them all. There's absolutely no.
We hope in quality.
Don't put that one.
Good. So now we have to put it to work, where we'll seriously assess its quality. Anybody else? Get some computers going on.